Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode of The Mind Shift Show, the podcast dedicated to energizing empty nest moms to reshape their lives and mindsets for the better. I am Pamela Bloomfield, your host and transformational life coach. I help empty nest moms transition from uncertainty to a life filled with joy and vibrant purpose, guiding them to exciting new chapters. Let me ask you something. When was the last time life completely threw you off course? I mean, the kind of moment that makes you stop in your tracks and question everything. Maybe it was a sudden job loss after decades of dedication. Maybe your children grew up and moved on, leaving you in a quiet house that feels a little too empty. Or maybe life simply doesn't look the way you thought it would at this point. And that realization stings more than you'd like to admit. My friend, if you've been there, or if you're there right now, then today's episode is just for you. Loss isn't just about grief, it's about the unexpected shifts that force us into uncharted territory. And in those moments, you have a choice. You can see the loss as an ending, or you can see it as a doorway to something new. But let's be real, that's easier said than done, right? And that's what we're unpacking today. Because what if I told you that the loss you're facing might be the exact thing leading you into your next opportunity? So let's talk about it. First of all, let's acknowledge something important. Loss hurts. There's the emotional impact of loss. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a job, or even the loss of an identity you once had, the loss of a marriage, it can feel like the ground beneath you is shaking. And for many women in our season of life, especially empty nesters or those facing career transitions, loss often comes with an identity crisis. Who am I if I'm not actively raising my kids every day? Will employers even consider me at this stage of life? Or is it too late to start something new? These thoughts are real, and they can keep us stuck in grief longer than necessary. And let me be clear, grieving is natural and needed. But there's a difference between grieving and getting stuck in loss. I want you to take a moment and reflect. Has there been a time in your life when something that felt like a loss later turned to be a redirection? Maybe you didn't see it then, but looking back, reflecting, you realize that closed door led to something even better. That's the mindset shift I want us to focus on today. The mindset shift of seeing loss as an opportunity. I love the saying, rejection is often redirection. And when one thing ends, something new begins. But at the moment, it's hard to see the opportunity because you're so 100% focused on what you've lost. Let me share a quick story. A woman I met just about a year ago told me that after 25 years at her job, she was suddenly let go. Obviously, she felt lost, like her years of experience didn't matter anymore. But you know what? Instead of staying in that place, she started freelancing on her own terms. And within a year or so, she was making more money than before and had the freedom to work when and how she wanted. What felt like a really devastating loss became an opportunity for a new, fulfilling chapter. Now, I know what you might be thinking. That's great for her, but I don't have that kind of fortune. Or maybe I don't even know where to start. Listen, that's okay. That is okay. That's why we're walking through this together. When loss happens, ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, what is this loss trying to teach me? Number 2, what new doors might be opening because of this? And number 3, what can I do today, even if it's a small step to move forward? Did you know there are practical steps to turn loss into opportunity? Yes, this is when we need to take notes. Yes, grab your pen and your notebook or whatever device, and let's get started. Let's break this down into 5 tangible steps. Are you ready? Okay. Step 1, accept and process the loss. It's okay to feel disappointed or even angry. But instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Try shifting it to, what is this preparing me for? Number 2, identify the hidden opportunity. Even if you don't see it right away, trust that there is something on the other side. Maybe this is a time to start that business you've been thinking about. Maybe it's an opportunity to develop a new skill, reconnect with yourself, or finally write that book. You know, I was going to go there, right? And number 3, step 3, take intentional action. Start small. If you're exploring, let's say, a new career, update your resume or take a short online course. If you're an empty nester looking for a purpose, try volunteering or starting a new hobby. One small action can create momentum. Step 4, surround yourself with support. This is so important. You need people who see the possibilities in you even when you can't see them yourself. Find mentors, coaches, a faith-based community, whatever fills your spirit. And step 5, this is the one I love. Celebrate growth, because we don't do that enough. Every step forward, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. Don't downplay your progress. If you applied for one new opportunity, that's a win. If you journaled about your goals today, that's a step in the right direction. Recognizing small victories keeps you moving. Now, I want to leave you with this thought. What if the very thing you see as ending is actually your new beginning. And that's my clock because I want you to pay attention to this point. Yes, let me help you here. Think back on a time when something didn't go as planned, okay? But later, it led you to a better place. Maybe it was a breakup that made space for a healthier relationship. Maybe it was a job loss that forced you to pursue something you truly love. I want you to take a moment today and reflect. What loss in your life might be an opportunity for you right now? And if you're in a season of transition and don't know what's next, I want to help you to explore it. Reach out to me. I'd love to support you in finding clarity and more so purpose. And before we wrap up today, my friends, I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts on this episode. You can message me or comment or tag me on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook so we can continue this conversation together. Thank you. Thank you for spending time with me today. And that's it for today's episode. If this conversation resonated with you, please share it with a friend. And let's keep lifting each other up. Until next time, remember, your experience is your expertise, and opportunity is knocking at your door. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Are you ready to get real and purposeful? Book your Discover Your Purpose call with me to learn more about my one-on-one personalized coaching. It's a program that's tailored just for you. We'll talk soon.